It is Mikhail here. We are once again back with more Arknights here in See You Soon event. So this time we can do the Ecchi part of the story. So okay, let's just get right into it, right? Don't we? We started with a war with the Sarkas, I believe, something like that. The soil of this foreign land is soaked with the blood of the Sarkas. Yeah, there we go. That's the line we had to we had to read last time because I clicked on this one instead of the Noah one. Turned jumbled. I can sense a chaotic mess of emotions tangled together. Hesitation, wrath, cowardice, homesickness. Was this what you wished for, Your Highness? Sleep, my kin. As long as blood continues to flow, relief from pain will soon follow. Okay, so that's Korn. Yeah, that's a Chaos God quote right there. Traitor Marines, you know? Heretics, yeah. Have I arrived too late? Perhaps. If the war can truly come to an end, if this end can truly determine who wins and who loses, when have we Sarkas ever won, I ask? Damn. I have never been fond of watching the clock, mind you. I prefer to keep time with the pulsing of my heart. It told me to come here, and so I came. Oh, hello, Calcid. Besides, I'm aware, Rose Riverside was dissolved after your princess fled far away, and the canoes scattered. Quite a few former canoes have gone on to serve the military commission. Re-establishing our long-lost contact right after the commission's decline suggests you want something from me. I can't guarantee you'll get it. Not even for old time's sake. You're the same as ever, Calcid. It's hard to believe how much Army has grown. No doubt she's keeping an eye on me, yes? A necessary precaution. Locals warned us of your appearance. Since we withdrew from the falling airship, you are the first outsider to reach our safe house. Outsider? Are you like me, Dame Calcid, most difficult to persuade when we're in the throes of grief? This is not a Babel safe house in Telchia. There she is. Hearing that codename coming from your lips truly takes me back. I passed by the charnel house, that is Londinium, on my way here. I rescued a few fortunate souls and sent off a few unfortunate ones. It brings me no joy to see my countrymen spill their blood on foreign soil, Calcid. I don't recall you being such a sentimental person. The vampire goes silent. Calcid sees she has no intention of answering. What you risk crossing the battlefields of Victoria to see me in Telchia? If you require assistance, Teresa's would be the better option. Fuck Teresa's! Okay. No, I'm still mad, bro. I'm still mad. No need for these probing questions, Calcid. I'd rather not have anything to do with the Regent. Perhaps some of the sisters agree with him, but as you know, ever since Her Highness Teresa's untimely accident at Babel, there has been less and less contact between us. Our sororal bonds have weakened. Teresa. Okay. But that is not why I came to find you, Calcid. I intend to help Ascalon with a trifling matter, one that will allow her to enter the city a tad easier. What do you want? According to our latest intelligence, the military commission is strengthening its control within the city. The Naxaya troops and the ducal armies are facing each other down at the city walls. The situation is ever changing. Oh, I know. But such an adorable and studious youngster as her is well worth the effort to look after. That is not what I mean. Given the circumstances, you sure have been unable to find any trace of Ascalon. I am very familiar with her ways. She is wounded, gravely so. She's never used something like that as an excuse to lower her guard. You really trust her. It's hard to say whether I should be happy or worried for her that you hold her in such high regard. Who is helping you with this? Trickster, one of our Sharpite sisters. As a technician, she was able to hunt down a few clues I was looking for in Londinium. Ooh, a technician, so she's closure. Basically closure, bro. Trickster, that's a cool name. Her. I remember you all cherished her and would never have approved of putting her in the middle of this battle. And according to the vows made by all you canoes, none of you should even be here. Damn, bro, the suspicious brow. As I suspected, you know of our plight. Her intelligence was right. You have a trail leading to the princess. As I'm sure well aware, Dame, I am the only one who will not and cannot leave this river of blood. Do you still doubt me even after all I said? Lord Silent thanks you for your assistance. We will repay the canoes in kind just as Teresa did during the Babel years. I will tell you all I know in regard to that princess. Thank you, Calcid. On another note, while I was in the bowels of the city, I caught a whiff of Ducario's stench. While I would love to help settle that matter for you while I'm there, I will need help from your people. I'm afraid Lord Silent does not have any more to spare inside the city. There is a local faction known as Milskar. Finding them should not be a challenge for you. Ooh, so that's why we see Ecchi in the... I don't fucking remember the name of the Ultra Vina event, but yeah, the Vina Victoria event, yeah, that's why we see her there. Oh, okay, it's all connected. I love it, bro. So good. The lore ties together, bro. Yeah, Milskar, bro. Hell yeah. They are close to the heart of the storm, but are determined to avoid entangling themselves with any of the involved parties. A stance you would find familiar, I'm sure. You would trust someone like that? We retain shared interests for the time being. If the military commission has other plans for Ducario's arrangements, they will undoubtedly affect the Ducal Alliance's next moves, or even disrupt the Exemplar's plans to enter the city. Neither Rhodes Island nor Milskar wishes to see such an outcome, so we can get her. Oh fuck, I forgot her name. She was so cool, bro. Nah, you really haven't changed one bit. Did this plan come from you, or that command of yours? It is Rhodes Island's plan. Rhodes Island, very well. Do send my regards to your commander, though I fear I'm simply another lost memory at this point. Yeah, I don't remember anything. That's probably a good idea, bro. Yikes. But thank you for the regards. Dame, there's a question that's been eating away at me, one I was hoping you could answer. Aside from His Highness, the Regent, I'm afraid only you hold the answer. After all, you were the only ones who made it from the airship. Is it a question you already know the answer to really so important? Of course it is. If one does not see it with one's own eyes, hear it with one's own ears, say it with one's own mouth, then saying goodbye becomes quite a challenge. Even though my heart sensed the echo of the myriad souls as they left with such clarity, I still ask myself over and over if she was among them. And so I must ask, has Her Highness left us once more? Damn, bro. That hurt. Oh no. That hurt. The hell? South of the American Summer, 1094, after the fall of Babel. No! Oh, fuck. I've left you life and a knife. I'd say that's a very generous price for answering my question. Who hired you all to kill me? Few even know of our existence. I'll tell you away, so do me a favor and be quick about it. Release him. Oh, yo, who this? Young sarcasm. Bro, he looks fucking sick, bruh. Nah, bro. Nah. I mean, with a quick death like he asked for in Teltia, as long as he spills enough blood, you can always just tear out the memories you want from him, right? Well, since you mention it. The vampire raises her hand. The crimson shadows binding the mercenary disappear into nothingness. I find I'm rather against that suggestion. Ugh. Go on then, mercenary. As you can see, I have far too many people trying to kill me at the moment. I shan't be remembering your face. No need to thank me. What's it, that cringeworthy performance of yours was painful. Not many know the name Rose Riverside. I didn't have to do anything to him to guess who's haunting us. Her Highness has only just left us, and those who have hidden in the shadows for too long are only too eager to act. You played your part well though, otherwise it would have been such a bother finding an excuse to let him go. Don't misunderstand me. Her Highness is dead, and I have no intention of following the Regent to throw my life away in Victoria. Which is why I found my own way forward, one that lets me live. It almost sounds like you want to kill me too, Milton. Even if I did, I couldn't touch you, or any of you for that matter. Dude, the fucking weapon! So cool! Anyway, enough gushing. If not, I'd have taken back my sister a long time ago. You best make yourself scarce then. Oh, is that her Oh, family? The young mixed blood sucker does not do so, instead tightening his grip on his knife. Ha! You help your sister deliver messages, which is why I remember you. My memory is so true, and whatever your role may be now, it has no bearing on them. Oh. Okay, so that's not her sister. His sister. You and I both know what Her Highness's passing means for Castel. I sense a storm approaching. The storm that is approach. Stop. And none of us can escape it. I do not wish for your sister to mourn. Leave while you still can. The situation is rather murky at the moment, and the sisters have scattered. Even I am having trouble tracking them down. The chaos in Castle has forced me to bid many a farewell. There are fewer and fewer informants I can speak to as the days goes by. I do not intend on losing another sister because of you. There's nowhere any of you can hide. Most of the people after you aren't doing it out of hatred, but for the information you have. Even if the military commission says they won't hunt down anyone who ties to Babel, do you really think they let you waltz away with all these secrets spilling out of your pockets? I'd like to see them try and stop me. You're on a fool's errand, Milton. I'm just a worthless merc, but if I really do manage to bring your head in, at least I'll have a chance to protect my sister. I'm out of options, Intelcia. The burst of speed, the young Saka swings his sword, but Intelcia's scythe does not block his attack as he expected. Instead, the vampire's body slowly dissipates like a fog of blood, fading into the background. Chit! You could have been more honest from the start. If I promise you that none living shall approach this street, will you speak with candor? Yes, exactly what you're thinking. Your friends in ambush will not be coming. You're not as calm as you're pretending to be either. You pretend your pursuers bother you and claim you acted only to expose a traitor. Then you send everyone who finds you back to reveal your location. Also that anyone with a grudge against the canoes will focus solely on you. I heard from my sister that you were the one who cleaned up after every operation. The cleaner, they call you. Once when she barely escaped by the skin of her teeth, you used a similar method to draw attention to yourself. Though it involved faking an injury at that time. You were losing a lot of blood, true, but the art you used was powerful enough to turn everyone who even glanced at you into a fine red mist. My sister risked her life to let you all cleanse her blood, turning her into a pure vampire. But even she couldn't eat for days after seeing that. I did endeavor not to splash too much blood. I'm not fond of working in such a garish fashion myself. No, what I hate is your arrogance. You think you can bear the entire blood depth of Rhodes Riverside by yourself. And what makes you say that? If I really were as capable as you claim, I would have held on to my sisters and have them accompany me upon this river of blood. And Rhodes Riverside would not have scattered so prematurely. I wish I had time to do more than clean up duty during the crux of the Civil War. I was so busy I didn't even hear the whispers of the wind. And that was that. I could not save Teresa, nor a single canoe. Damn, bro. No, Ecchi, you should have been on the land ship, bro. Oh, no. She could have helped. Ah, fuck, bro. Damn. Now I'm even more sad. Even what you're willing to do for your sisters, now I cannot do myself. What the? Shh! Sparkling blood-red gem slowly falls in front of Milton as Antelchia's countenance grows even paler. Take it back to the one you believe can save your sister. There are only 2 people in this entire land who can tell the difference between it and my little Garnet. I can promise you that much. Your earring? More than that. But you needn't know. Now go. I wish you the best of luck, just as I do for my sisters. What about you? Judging by what you're holding, am I not already slain by your hand? If you have the chance to see your sister again, tell her I will find that woman and have her provide an answer to all our sisters. This princess of yours, is she a traitor, a liar, or something else? By the time the scent of blood wafts over and the brazier is already gone. Thank you. Oh, that was interesting. Okay. Yo, what is this? This looks cool as fuck. Interior of the Londinium, October 1098. Can you hear me? I'm inside the Military Commission's command center. The communications shutdown has been lifted. Voice over the wireless. That's mighty quick of you, Antelchia. Naturally. Same old trick of mine. While I was dealing with Ducarios' altar, I found quite a few people lying in pools of blood. Some are closer to the Military Commission than others. There was still information on the command center in their memories. Seems my divination today was off the mark. Today's blood drops were in the shape of 2 swords. Thought it meant you would have to face off against the Royal Court's army and have a tough time getting in. Still playing a fortune teller, are you? The sound of something falling passes through the wireless communicator, distant and fuzzy. Who the fuck is she talking to? Are you alright over there? Damn it, tripped over a cable again. Anyway, with a body as bad as mine, I'm not casting any crazy blood arts anytime soon. Just let me mess around with a couple of drops now and then, okay? Won't you consider telling me where you're hiding right now? Why fix what isn't broken? Even back in Rose Riverside, when we canoes were close as anything, nobody knew my hiding place. Oh, so it's another vampire, okay. But now that you're in Londinium, there's nowhere that can guarantee your safety. No need to worry about me. Found the target to the northeast. Sounds like there are 2 teams. Make sure to avoid them. Understood. Oh, they can't see her. We may have destroyed the Commission's command structure, but the mercenaries who are taking over are from unfamiliar faces. Bzz. Are you still there? I'm here, sisters working together just like the old times. Yes, just like old times. The 3 in charge of these mercenaries had some past dealings with Babel. I may be here at Calcit's request, but I doubt we would get very far using our old friendship as leverage. Would you say this goes against our sisterly vows? I'd say all depends on how you see it. No canoe shall interfere in matters related to Babel. It was you who set that rule. Some people don't really mind killing their own, you know. With more rules comes less trouble. I know what our sisters are like, and how bad the blood can run between us at times. Yes, some join. Yep, some join, so obviously there'll be some who leave too. We have to accept that, Antelchia. This does not explain her sudden disappearance, though. I should think that I know her the best. Obviously, no one else has got a single drop of her blood on them. Which means her departure was truly without warning rather than us missing a sign. Sounds like you've doubted yourself. Join the club. It was only after it happened that I really got into this divination thing. It's never accurate, more like a game of associations that gets you thinking. But at least it gives me some sort of warning, reminding me to be mentally ready for any and all changes. I'll help you out. At the very least, we know she came to buy Londinium. 2 heads are better than 1, and 1 clue's better than none, right? Hold on. There's movement outside the command center. Victorian Alliance troops are locking horns with a group of unknown Sarkas. Those would be the mercenaries who come to take charge. It will seem they're right behind us. I'll tidy up this command center for them then, save them the trouble later. Would you mind leading the way? No problem, I'm always here. Damn, effective. Londinium after Babel seizure of the military commission's command center. Oh, Intelgia. You're late, Kelsit. Drafting a final plan of attack demanded my time. It's rare to see you absent-minded. Most silence medical operators can provide standard medical aid, but if a vampire does not wish to staunch their own bleeding, I'm afraid there's little they can do. It's nothing. Who doesn't bleed a little in battle? I was simply pondering the shape of this bloodstain has taken. It seems like a bad omen, no? But do go on, Kelsit. Forgive me, but as usual I can only thank you in a personal capacity for destroying Dracariel's remaining art circles and saving Londinium from yet another calamity. To be fair, I only did so out of my loathing for Dracariel. Interesting. So the vampire does not like the vampire prince. Interesting. It wasn't to help you, and certainly not to help those Victorians. Nonetheless, your action helped clear many obstacles for Visettle and her people. True, true. I trust you remember my help today, Dame. Naturally. About the information you gleaned from within the arts circles of blood, have you told Milskar? Just a hint, but that little kitten is smart enough to figure it out. Dude, Milskar is so cool. Let's go. The Duke. Oh, what was the name as the Duke? God damn it, I forgot. Been a while since I played that event. So cool though. Anyway. When the Victorians and Sarkas began hostilities, it was inevitable that some among them would seek cooperation over common interests. This war must end. These problems must be left to Londinium, to Victoria itself. Amia and the Doctor are currently fighting their own fight with the Victorian delegation to bring things to a peaceful close. If negotiations go as we hope, all the Sarkas will leave at the appointed time. The tragedy of Londinium can end. The more one knows about the past, the more worries it adds to their brow. It almost sounds like you're mocking yourself, oh nearly all-knowing Dame Kelsit. Dude, I love Ecchi, she's so fun. Goddamn. 4 years ago, I found a Babel in complete disarray. We may have had our similarities in that case. Us cleaners really hate having to leave, and are disinclined to accept defeat, so I stayed, wanting to piece back together all the shattered fragments. As promised, I've synced what I know about your princess to the frequency band you provided. It's just scraps of information, but it should be enough to help you. Thank you, Kelsit. If you and Rosalia still need any assistance, do tell me. Do tell me now. Getting all the Sarkas to agree to leave is hardly the easiest matter after all. Ah, so that's how we get her as an operator. Let's go, bro. There is one thing you must know. The person receiving this information did not respond. Eh? Closure managed to triangulate the approximate location of the band signal, albeit with great difficulty, but our people were prevented from approaching. No, rather than prevented, they were being distracted. This sort of activity can only mean there are people in the shadows with their own purposes. After me, perhaps? Okay. No need to be in such a rush, Intelgia. Run as fast as you like, but that bouquet will wilt before you get past that battlefield no matter what. There are no roses in Castile, true. Even if you do bring some for your sisters to see, they might not like them. You should toss the bouquet once the flowers are wilted. I am also unsure what awaits us once we return to the city of the Sarkas. Though with how well you've become in combat and arts, okay, I don't know, that just sounded weird. There should only be one thing you need to be ready for. I hope you have learned how to grieve, how to say farewell and tell cheer. It is easy to live with a heart full of hate, but it is hard to bear the pain of love. Saying farewell is what causes us to grieve, and so I will see Her Highness Teresa's wish fulfilled. I want you there with me when it all becomes fulfilled. Will you agree to that, Intellia? Damn. Oh, there's more? that looked like an ending, okay. Intellia enters the ruins. A few frightened civilians follow her at a distance, their eyes locked onto her, muttering curses under their breath. None dare to throw the bricks they hold in their hands. A dry steel blood trails across the ground as if someone was dragged. It winds past a fallen wall, wrecked in the fighting, and skirts around a rusty assembly line. Trisha lies motionless, her face drained of blood, and shattered receivers still clutch tightly in her arms. Oh no, shit, that's her sister, bro, no. Blood drips out of the terrifying wound on her, crimson as ever. A frail vampire died in Londinium, a sight all too common. Nobody cares why she died, but nobody can take away her dignity in death. Damn, one of her sisters in the Rose Riverside, bro, damn. Your blood still isn't dry. Someone has kept the last of your dignity. Only someone living can leave behind minute arts such as this, arts of life. My princess, is this all the mercy you could spare? Oh shit, bro. Oh! What the fuck, bro? What is this? No, I wanted it. No! Okay. You ended up coming here after all, Intellia. Yes, gimme. Fucking hell. Okay, sorry. As her finger dips into the blood, a host of information springs up before her eyes. Through this blood, Intellia communes with the consciousness of the deceased before it disperses completely. Who killed you? I hid away too long and got hungry, decided to go out for a walk. Someone hit me. I knew I couldn't escape, so I didn't bother to stop the bleeding. As Broad Riverside is clean as she has seen too many of her compatriots fallen in pools of their own blood. The shadows of these grisly scenes serve as elucidators of information in her mind's eye, fitting together into a vague memory. Was it the Victorians or the military commission? No need to be mad at anyone about this. If Broad Riverside hadn't taken me in, a vampire as weak as me wouldn't have made it past the Civil War. You all always said I was the only one of us sisters with sharp eyes. So whenever any surprises happened, even a small breakdown at the furnace, I'd be the first you all fussed over. That's all I ever needed. I'm so glad I met you all. The memories continue further into her past. A familiar figure steps out into the river of blood. Out of the river of blood, quietly watching them. It is Trickster's memory. And the memories of all the canoes. As the warmth dies away in the blood, so too does the memory of the dead slowly dry up. Not many canoes have left them, but none left in silence. No matter how dire the situation, they always spared the time to grieve for a lost sister. At least they did, once upon a time. No wait, what about the people we're working for? Are you really alright with this? Didn't you want to bring back all our sisters too? She sees no information. There is no answer from the blood. But unexpectedly her finger touches something solid. Take away your hand. Do not tarry in this river of blood. Oh, dude! What the fuck? There's something in the blood now? Eh? She knows this crystal. Of course she does. It is a drop of her own blood. A vow. The beginning of Rose Riverside. There is no information within the pure crystal, merely the lingering warmth of arts. My princess, why did you choose to return this to me now? Why now of all times? You were here, so why did you leave so soon? Was it because you could not save her? Or was it because of the war that barely ended? Because of all that transpired years ago? Or maybe it's simply to say farewell? Oof. That was an oof, bro. Oh? Not planning on staying in Londinium? I have found the answer I sought. That princess of yours did come by this city. Neither the Military Commission's information network nor our covert web in Londinium could find anything on her. This is not good for us. She did not come here for the war. Most Riverside will no longer take part in anything to do with Babel, and would I said myself, she would have not violated it. Kelsey, she may have simply come to say farewell to Her Highness, or perhaps it was to stop Trickster and I from continuing our search. The sudden disappearing of your princess on the eve of Babel's collapse is suspicious enough. I can't even confirm if she left on Teresa's orders. Until we know where she truly stands, Rhodes Island cannot rule out the possibility that she might interfere with our plans. Even if I too wish to believe that she has simply come to say her goodbyes. I will find her, Kelsey. The final clues Trickster's left me will be enough. She owes me an answer too. If you need assistance, we are still happy to. I know you are going to say that Rhodes Island wants to help, but Rhodes Island and Babel are very different beasts. I do not wish for those islands to be ensnared in the past once again. I believe Her Highness would not want it either. Our name may have changed in Chalcia, but our mission hasn't. Rhodes Island will not continue down Babel's doomed path, but we will never deny the ideals Babel showed us. Besides, I want the truth too. I thank you for your kindness. A drifting canoe needs its birth, and for us, that can only be Castel. The world court, shaped by Ducario, reeks with the stench that displeases the sisters. No doubt sooner or later, another wild creature will emerge from his pool of blood. Perhaps I will rope in some other canoes in due time to cross the river of blood once more, and return to the city Her Highness built. I foresee Castel having even greater need of us in the wake of this war than Babel ever did. I fear persuading those sisters of yours will not be easy, not to mention your drifter of a princess. I believe in the vows of us canoes, even if many of us detest each other. Send this petal of tricksters to Castel in my stead, dame. See her home. She slowly opened her hand, revealing a sparkling blood-red crystal. She did all she could to preserve the longing lingering in her sister's veins. You have my promise on Rhodes Island as well. Then don't blame me when trouble comes knocking on your door. It has been a long time since Rhodes Island was as weak as you imagined in Chalcia. We can only hope. Goodbye, Kelsey. The warmth of this drop of blood will never die, just as us canoes will never drown in the river of blood. This is our vow. I promise you. For a farewell I shall grieve. I would much prefer to part less often, but goodbye in Chalcia. Damn, that was sad though, bro. That was a sad ending. Damn, that was so good though. Whew. Okay, well, we got 2 left. Bro, we got the Salem and then we got Armia. This is gonna be some two amazing last bits here. But yeah, I guess we'll see in the next video tomorrow. But yeah, that will be it for now, comrades. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please do leave a like down below. Let me know what you think about this event and the bits of story we get from these story stages here. I'm enjoying them so much, bro. So fun. Yeah. And if you enjoyed what you saw and want to see more from me, please do subscribe, comrades. That would be very much appreciated. I do lots of Arknights stuff like this, so if you like it, you should definitely stay and watch more. And yeah. So yeah, as always, comrades, I will see you in the next video. Have a good one as always. До свидания.